page.
Hey guys, we are back again for some 5-minute Friday faves. It's difficult to say.
It certainly is.
So this is where we spend about 5 minutes talking about our favorite ways to use each oil. And my name is Christy Wood.
My name is Debbie Lee.
And we love to share with you the emotional and practical benefits of each essential oil and how we use them in our home. Today, our featured oil is Balance. And I love what you told me earlier about Balance when I told you what we were doing. And do you remember what you said?
About the trees?
No, about Balance. You said, oh, I use that for everything. I said, well, good. So for Balance, I use this every single night, religiously. Even if I'm in my bed and I haven't put it on, I will roll back over again and I put 2 drops on the bottom of my feet. I rub my feet together and kind of massage it in. And I found that I sleep so much deeper when I use Balance. The first 2 nights I ever used Balance on my feet for sleep, one of our kids, probably Elijah, because he was younger, this was years ago, came in the room and I didn't even know it.
Wow.
Tommy took care of it. He handled it all. And then in the morning he told me about it and I was like, oh, I've never slept that hard since I've had children to where I didn't know that one of them came in the room. And it's not like it makes you dead to the world. I was just sleeping that well, right. Which when you sleep well, you handle stress well. Certainly. You handle your day better.
Yeah.
And this is also one that you can use throughout the day for calming any kind of stressful situation that you need to help be grounded, that you need to help feel balanced emotionally, physically, spiritually. Balance will help. This is one that I use a lot when my kids are kind of hyperactive too.
Yeah. I use it at night with Serenity. I like to combine those 2 blends, and I'm just faithful to do that, and it's faithful to keep me sleeping well, unless I've had steak or something that's hard to digest, and then, there's not a whole lot for that. There's another oil for that, though.
How do you use Serenity and Balance together?
I just put it on my feet or on my wrist. I put the Balance on usually first. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. And then the Serenity second. Rub it in. Smell it deeply. Mm-hmm. And, I'm sure there's some habit there that, okay, now it's time to go to bed. Mm-hmm. But I really like that. I'm using it currently for a fracture. I'm using it with frankincense, helichrysum, oregano, and Balance being the last one that I put on, and definitely have seen improvement in that stress fracture. Mm-hmm. So you ready for me to do the emotional?
Tell us about.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the emotional. Of course, it's the oil of grounding. And when you think of grounding, the first thing I think of is trees. And you think about when the storms come, when the rains come, the trees are going back and forth, but those roots, as they're doing that, that's giving them room to go even deeper and to hold that tree up. So when I think of grounding, I think of trees. And trees live in the present. They're not in a hurry. They're very stable. And so therefore it is common for children or for anybody. And another thing about trees is they're rooted, but they're connected. And so Balance helps us when we want to disassociate, and that would be, oh, okay, I just can't handle things. Let me just go watch TV or eat, a piece of cake or any of those things, go shopping or any other kind of things. But it also helps us with disassociation, and that are people, when you say, that's just too much for me to deal with, I'm just going to pretend like it's not there. Say the elephant in the room, but we're going to pretend like it's not there. It helps us to not drift from that, but to commit to those times in life when we want to disassociate or disconnect. So just like with the last couple of times, there's a verse for that. And the first verse I want to read is out of Proverbs 18:14. So those of you that are maybe new to emotional healing and how the body, the mind, the emotional state, the spiritual state, the physical state are all interconnected. Let me read this verse. It's out of Proverbs 18:14. And it says, the human spirit can endure a sick body, but who can bear a crushed spirit? So the challenges, the emotional challenges in life are just tough. And if we recognize that, but recognize that we have a source, we have the Bible to go to, that's the truth, and that we have these oils, these blends, and then the single oils that can help us through that. So I've got one more verse, and this is a foundational verse for me. And by foundational, everybody that walks with the Lord, there's going to be some verses that just kind of stand out for you and your particular relationship with the Lord, because it is unique. And this one for me is Colossians 2:6-7. And it says, and now, just as you have accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior, you must continue to follow him. Let your roots grow down in him, and let your roots grow down into him, and let your lives be built on him. Then your faith will grow strong in the truth you have been taught, and you will overflow with thankfulness. So Colossians 2:6-7 is just a great foundational truth from the Bible, and balance is a very foundational and grounding essential oil blend.
All right. May your roots grow deep, that you may abound in thankfulness. Have a blessed day, guys.